Hello everyone, Zen Gaming here and welcome back to Guild Wars 2. It's been a while since I made any videos on this, and the main reason was I stopped playing it for a little while, then the expansion came out and I played it for quite a few weeks and then I stopped again, but now I've really got back into it again. I've really been exploring the game and learning a lot more about it. And today I'm going to be, well, yeah, not that much, but but yeah, I'm going to be talking about the new engineer specialization, Scrapper. Now, obviously, you will only have access to this if you have the new expansion. And much like the specializations for the other classes, but yeah, I'm going to be going through how you would play this class in its most effective role, which is in PvP. Obviously, with World v World and questing, it's really your own decision. And with PvE, I don't really do any PvE that much, so I'm not very well informed on that. But when it comes to using it for PvP or structured PvP, I'm your man. So, what is Scrapper? I'm going to start with the very basics. It's the new specialization for engineer that allows you to equip a hammer. And before this, there was no melee for engineers apart from if you used one of the kits. And basically, it adds a whole range of new abilities, mainly revolving around obviously melee and these little gyros, which are like little drones. And I'm going to be showing you how it works. I'll go through briefly how it works, and then we'll play a game. So if I go into the specialization here in the build, this is the build that I use, and it's an ever so slightly modified version of one of the best kind of meta builds for Scrapper, which you can find on Meta Battle. That's the site that most people use. So we've got Inventions, Alchemy, and Scrapper. We'll start with the new tree Scrapper, so you can see you can build hammers. Function gyro, it basically is this little thing here. It gets bigger when it's actually doing something, but it's just a little helicopter, follows you around, and it basically allows you to finish people or revive people. It's really helpful in PvP because anyone who does PvP will know that when you're finishing someone, they can push you back or whatever. But what you can do is you get the option to do gyro smash or gyro slam or whatever, and basically that will set this doing its own finishing move. It takes a little bit longer, but if you do that and then doing your own finishing move, then it doesn't matter if you get knocked back, your drone's still going to finish them. So very useful. And then I've got I won't go through every skill. You can see the route I've got set out, and if you're an engineer yourself, you'll be able to read through all of these individual skills. In terms of my actual abilities, these are the abilities that you get as Scrapper. So you've got your auto. So the first chain grants you might and it does damage. Second one puts vulnerability on them and does damage. And then the third chain, attack in the chain does a little bit more damage, gives you might and applies vulnerability. So it's like the two previous combined. So obviously I can't show off it all without attacking something, and we'll do that in a minute. So we've got Electro Whirl, which you spin around reflecting missiles and hitting enemies. So if you're against a ranged, you can use this while you're closing the gap towards them or to run away, but it's also one of your main abilities for dealing damage as well in AoE or even single target, and it's very good for that. Then you've got, I'll show you that ability, so it's just a little spin like that. Rocket Charge, if you don't have anyone targeted, you'll still do the full chain of 3 hits, and it can hit a maximum of 5 targets, but it only has 3 of those little impacts as you go, the third one being the most powerful. And this is a really good gap closer if you want to target someone and then jump to them, and it paths you to them. And so I've noticed, like, if I do it here, I've noticed the jump going further than that if I'm targeting someone. So very important to target someone. And note, if you want to use this to escape someone, I've found that if you're being chased by an enemy but not even targeting them, it will still hook round onto them. So I wouldn't recommend using this to get away unless you're some distance from your enemy. Then you have Shock Shield, which is basically a block, but it does damage. So if I do it now, it's that. And basically any attacks from the front, I believe, yeah, any attacks from the front are blocked, and it does damage and applies quite a bit of vulnerability to them. So again, if you're in the middle of a massive fight, a good ability to use. Then you've got Thunderclap, which is the kind of really cool ability, and it's a ground targeted AoE like that. And on impact, it stuns for just under 2 seconds, and it applies vulnerability, and it does ticking damage over time. So if you're in a point on one of the SPVP maps, this is actually roughly the size of some of the points, so you could stick that on there, and it's very good for contesting. And then these things already existed. This is just what I would use for my build. So the reason you use Healing Turret is because its ability, this thing here, has a very short cooldown for the amount of healing it does, and you can also, you know, pop it, let it do its thing, and then destroy it to get a nice bit of burst healing on yourself if you're taking damage. You've also then got Elixir B, which is good for buffs. Slick Shoes, which everyone but people who are using it hate because it knocks people down, and good old Elixir Gun. Now, the gyro that I use, gyro being one of the new little drones that is in the new skill specialization, is the Sneak Gyro, and it basically lasts 30 seconds, and anyone within, you could see their little circle came up, within the circle will be given stealth, and it will last a little while after you exit this. It's obviously worth mentioning that if you're on a point, you won't cap the point if you're stealth, but this is very, very useful for getting you and your team around the map, and it's got quite a short cooldown as well, and you can detonate it and daze nearby enemies. Fantastic. Okay, with regards to stats, there's 2 main ways that people play Scrapper. They either go traditional kind of Zerk build and just try and do the maximum amount of damage you possibly can, or there's my build, which not so many people use, but I found to be very, very, very effective, and that is basically to run Toughness and Vitality. So you can see I'm using Superior Rune of the Herald, so I've got Toughness and protection buff there, all of my gear has toughness and vitality on that, and because of that I have quite a bit of health, and that's good because when you're getting in there in the nitty gritty, it really helps to be able to stay alive, and you have so much utility as an engineer that chances are you'll be able to get away or keep yourself alive. So I would suggest going the vitality build, unless you're some kind of glass cannon maniac that likes doing as much damage as possible. Then go Zerk or something like that. By Zerk, I'm obviously meaning the Berserk build, which you can look up if you don't know what it is. With regards to the actual PvP build, I use this one. Reason being is I just like having a little bit of condition damage because I don't spec for it. And here we've just got a mix of kind of half Zerk, half tankiness like the rest of my gear has, and then here you can really choose what you want with these, but I've got 50% chance on critical to steal health and 50% chance on critical to cause lightning strike. These are kind of loose. I mean, I change these a lot, I experiment a lot, but yeah, that is the kind of build and the summary of the class, the new part of the class. And I'm now going to actually go into a ranked PvP game, and I'll show you what it's like in combat. I am a little small Azura, so it may be hard to see what I'm doing, but yeah. Okay, so just before the match starts, it's worth mentioning I didn't mention what the tool belt ability for the gyro does, and it's basically the opposite. So it removes stealth in a large area. So if I push this, you kind of see the area there, and it reveals all stealth. I forgot to mention that. Also, I'm aware I talk quite quickly when I'm doing these types of videos, and I greatly apologise if there's anyone watching and English isn't their first language. I'll try to talk a bit slower. So yeah, for us Nifel, I think. Yes, should be pretty standard. So I think I'm just going to move up with... He's getting that. Okay, I think I'll go with the rest of the team here. From here on out, it's just going to kind of be me doing a PvP game. So with all the guide stuff out of the way, let's get to killing the other team.
They took the hedge.
Right, so we're going to head up to the midpoint now, I think. Oh, look, they're already here.
Rage at max.
Pre-buff myself a bit. Get in there.
My defenses are down.
Okay. Buff ourselves a little bit. Oh. See if we can finish this person. Get lucky. Yes. Oh, no. Okay. You'll have to forgive me. As always, I'm using a quieter keyboard to record, and I'm not used to where the keys are. So I'm pushing some of the wrong buttons. Right. Come here. Where are you? There you are. So yep, using the gap closer there, very useful. God, you gotta hate mesmers, don't you? Yeah, so basically the way I play Scrapper is to stay alive long enough to actually be annoying. And then end up killing them. Alright, that's one down. Got another one over here. How are we doing on the points? Oh, should probably go check up there. See if I can take on two.
There's the power.
Oh dear, maybe not.
Your enemy took the
Maybe
line.
not. Maybe not. Maybe yes. Maybe yes. They don't seem to be doing that much damage to me. And she's made the mistake of being separated from the pack. Get here. Get over here. Oh, she's too quick. Damn rangers.
You've taken the mine.
I hate mesmers. Been playing this game for ages and I still can't tell the difference. It's such a newbie mistake, but I still can't tell the difference between their copies and them. Yeah. Alright, let's get in here. Monsters. So see, I got the option for gyro smash there. You can see there, my gyro's doing a finishing move, but obviously someone beat him to it. Okay, let's go on across.
Spawniers return.
Keep taking screenshots by accident. See if we can stun her. Yeah, look at that. Oh, hello. That was a weird move to make. Gyro smash. And you see he's now doing a finishing move.
Your enemy took the mine.
Wait for it. Oh, okay. Nice. Right. So we really need to take this midpoint, otherwise we're going to fall behind. Gyro, I recommend using just before you go into a fight, because then they don't know your team's coming, and obviously it will deactivate once you're in combat. Hello. Come here.
They took the hedge.
God damn it! Damn mesmers! Let's get out of here, I think. Oh, not down there. I've made a mistake. Made a big mistake. Okay. See if we can sneak out of here. Oh dear. Oh dear. Quick, spread
You've seized
spread
the
loads of
head.
gunk everywhere. Super speed. Come on, go, 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 go. Oh my god. I'm dead,
Your
I'm dead.
enemy took the mine.
I made a grave error. Made a grave error going to the midpoint. It is worth mentioning I'm not ranked very high. But again, I don't consider myself to be a hardcore player, so... Okay. As you can probably tell. Oh god, right, okay. Let's kill this person. Alright.
Energy level too low.
See if we can stir up some trouble. Got a teammate up at mid, so let's see if we can go help them, eh?
Go
Right.
ahead. Hit me. Getting healthy.
Okay. Oh, I've got my guardy friend coming up, okay.
You've taken the mine.
Oh, no, 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 I did not mean to jump down. Oh, get in there, get in there.
Strength of the pack. Armor enhanced.
Come here, come here. You're mine. Whey, hello.
Never felt better.
The chieftain has returned.
Okay, nice. I'll go assist them now, I guess. Hello.
The keep is yours. Your enemy took the mine.
There you are. Right, I think I'm gonna head over here, try to get the mine, and leave him to die, I suppose. Hello. Come here. You're mine. You're mine.
Armor enhanced. Rage at maximum.
I took down my turret. They know too much. They know too much. I don't know how I'm gonna fare in this fight, but got an ally here now. I'll probably just go over here and regen a little bit.
Getting healthy.
Help my mate up. There we go. Oh. Right, my drone hopefully will finish him.
They took the head.
Okay. Oh god, it's turning into quite the rumble. I don't know if we're gonna win this one. No, we're not. We're about to lose. It wasn't a complete failure
taken
though.
the mine.
It wasn't a complete failure.
The keep's been lost.
Good enough. Okay. Nice terminology. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. By no means a professional guide, but hopefully aimed at people who are in a similar state to me, where they play the game enough, but they're not pro, if you get what I mean. You know, they don't know all of the terms, they don't know all the things. But I'm just saying, if you're someone who's a little bit on the back foot in terms of Guild Wars 2 and has the expansion and was playing an engineer and you were thinking, what's the deal with the scrapper? Well, hopefully this video's cleared that up in terms of SPVP, and if people wanted World v World videos or anything like that, I could do similar videos for that. But this has been Guild Wars 2, a video on the scrapper. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, a like or a subscribe would be very much appreciated. If you have any questions or suggestions whatsoever, positive or negative, let me know by commenting, sending me a PM through YouTube, or indeed through my Twitter page, which is linked on my channel. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.